Zimbabwe, we always have a problem of everybody saying the problem in Zimbabwe is corruption. In South Africa, we've got the same problem. And most of those people who say that don't actually understand that corruption is actually the foundation of capitalism. For you to have a capitalist society, you have to have a mechanism that takes resources that belong to everybody or resources that belong to the public, and you need to privatize those resources and give them to the few for them to then enslave everybody else's labor to make money in the capitalist system. So it is the people who started that system that have to be blamed first. Those people that have primitively accumulated what are public resources, and they use them to enrich themselves and to enslave others by denying others those, are the very first layer to be blamed.
Sure.
It is us, the publics, who accept capitalism as a system because we hope that one day we will be one of the few that are sucking the blood of everybody else that are also part of the problem.
All of us are just trying to get to the table. We're not trying to break the system.
And by doing that, we talk corruption when we are corrupt ourselves. You work at a multinational company that primitively accumulated by stealing resources, and then you get a salary, you buy a nice car, you don't understand that you're actually corrupt.
And you've become complicit in the crimes.
And you're complicit in the crimes. Then the next layer is our politicians, who are us again. But they are the ones that we then choose from ourselves to say, you become our representatives. These men and women have the ability to change the laws and the system to reset.
Yes.
They are the ones that can say, like happened in Zimbabwe, we're taking land whether you like it or not, because we make the laws. And this is why sometimes when people say, Tata Mandela sold out, I say, whoa, hold on. Tata Mandela negotiated this nasty thing called CODESA. But in it, he allowed one man, one vote, and an ability to pick a parliament. And in this negotiation, they made a constitution that says that you can actually change the constitution once you use your parliamentary majority or your two-thirds majority. ANC has had a two-thirds majority, I think, 3 times.
Sure.
And they never used it. Tata did his job. And all those who came afterwards and were empowered by a two-thirds majority to then do what Tata couldn't do because he had to compromise, didn't do it. It is those people that are a problem.
Sure.
It is those people that have allowed the continuation of apartheid in South Africa. It is those people that continue the dispossession of blacks. It is those people that have continued to allow the Constitution to give whites the right to rule this country through that document. And then you also have to blame the people who control the education system. Why do we still have a colonial education system till today? Why do we continue to have an education system that continues to make our lawyers think that Roman Dutch law is the way that Africans must govern themselves when there are very few Romans and very few Dutch living in this country? That's the problem.
Sure.
So, once we blame everyone that I've showed you here, you'll see that every one of us is culpable. We, the society that brings out the politician, because the politician is our son, we elect him, we are the problem. We, the publics, who continue to elect the politician who doesn't bring results, are the problem. We, the publics that continue to accept a system of politics that actually doesn't allow us to choose leaders, but it just allows us to choose a beauty contest where we select the most famous or most popular person. We are the problem. We, the publics, that have not demanded a change of our education system, for us to have an education system that empowers us to actually have the mind, thinking, and intellect to know how to bring solutions to our own problem. But we always work to bring solutions to other people's problems or other people's benefit, which is why till today, every black person is an administrator of white interests is a problem. Your show today can make a difference if you begin to have content that actually changes and transforms the black mind into how to give solutions.
Yes.
And the day that you begin to do that, you will see that you will not become popular, they will block you, and so forth. And if they're already doing that to you, then you are already doing what I'm talking about. You're educating people in the way to bring solutions to African problems. If we're not doing that, we're all to blame. And the few that are doing that are the few that might say they're exonerated from blame, but our complicity to the system to some point will always make us as guilty as everybody else. The day we fix that, the day we begin to separate ourselves from the system,